And we are back. We're rolling. We're live. Episode number 10 of the Kaizai podcast. Double digits. We made it, baby. We're back. It's a milestone. Another goal ticked off the list. A very, very special guest, a brother of mine. But before we get into him, you know the drill. Shout out to all the sponsors of the Kaizai family. We've got, of course, Kura Kura, one of the best beers in Bali. We've got the lager beer, which is a blue can, and we've got the Island Ale, which is the yellow can. I'm going to actually crack mine open right now. Ralph, you're more than happy to join me if you want. But this is the Island Ale that I'm going for. Boom. Kura Kura beer. Always a pleasure to have you guys sponsoring the podcast. Use the code Kaizai for 10% off all brewery tours and all can orders. Everything will be in the description. Check out their socials. I'm going to go for a sip. It's the fuel for the podcast. Moving on, we also have Babi Bagus. Thank you so much to Babi Bagus. If you want an authentic Balinese cuisine, go check them out in Umalas. It's very important to have at least one babi guling a day in Bali to keep you healthy. So go check them out. All socials will be in the description. It should be on the screen as well. And Mason Chocolates. Thank you to those guys. Shout out to Mason Chocolates. All link will be in the description. Kaizai on every platform for 5% to 10% off for all the purchases on all the sponsorships. Again, check everything out in the description. Thank you to all the sponsors. Really appreciate it. Please check us out on Spotify. If you're going for a jog, if you're at the gym and you want to listen to the best podcast in Indonesia, we're on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts. So be sure to give us a follow in there and boost our organic growth. And yeah, Kaizai on Instagram, Kaizai on Twitter. All the things will be in the description down below. Thank you guys for tuning in. And let's swiftly move into the episode. It's episode number 10. So Mr. Ralf Madi, thank you so much for your time, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming on. If you want to just be a quick description of who you are, where you're from for the audience, if they didn't know already.
Yeah, cool. All right. So, wow. Okay. I'll make this quick, basically born in Beirut, Lebanon, immigrated to Canada. My mom kicked my dad out when I was around 5 years old, raised two boys on her own.
Shout out to all the single moms.
Yeah, the struggle's real, man. So, it's just like, and then, it just, I guess, where should I start on this?
I'll direct you into that. No worries about that. So born in Beirut, Lebanon, moved to whereabouts in Canada?
Canada, Toronto. Yeah, Toronto.
That's the capital, right, of Canada?
Yeah, Mississauga is a suburb of Toronto.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you recently just got back from Toronto, back here to Bali. But you would say now Bali is your new home?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Before we swiftly move on to other things, I have some gifts for you, Mr. Ralph.
Oh, wow. I love gifts.
Some Kaizai lighters and keychains for you, bro. So every guest that comes on gets on. I'm going to chuck them over.
All right. Ready? What?
One for one.
What?
Oh, that was my bad. Bad throw. One more coming over.
Oh.
Boom. 4 for 4. Boom. There we go. Good start. So get on the podcast. You get a free Kaizai lighter and a keychain. You don't know how much it'll be worth in the future. So keep it, hold on to that. And Ralph, you're actually a very special guest. You're only number 10 on the podcast. We have a new wheel.
Oh, wow.
It's called the Kaizai wheel. So this is actually the first episode that's ever premiered.
All right,
We've also got some new heads in the set. We're slowly getting up there. We've got the Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. If you haven't seen his fight against Deontay Wilder, you need to watch it. It was one of the best boxing matches I've ever seen in my lifetime. What an inspiration for mental health, for just athletes, for just being an overall great human being.
Wow.
Shout out to Tyson Fury. And we've also got the boss himself accompanying me.
Sure.
Tony Montana, baby. So, Mr. Ralph, this is a wheel. It's called the Kaizai wheel. So basically what we do with this is we've got a bunch of maybe 45 charities that I've hand selected. We've also got prizes you can win through our sponsors and through Kaizai. And we've also got nothing. So if you hit nothing, or there's some other challenges you might have to do if you hit. So before we start, if you would like to start to spin the first wheel and see what you get, if you agree to do it.
So I come up?
You can come up and spin it. We're going to do two through episode.
People like raise money?
Yeah. So do the spin. That's the first spin of the podcast. Let's see what he gets. It has landed on. I think that's here. Let's see what this says. Oh, there you go. So you landed on shout out anything you wish. So if you have any projects or any charities or anything you're doing in life so far, give them a quick shout out and this is a platform for you to share. One thing.
Yeah, you know what? There's now that I know Bali's my home, I'm just kind of setting myself up, and that's kind of my next project that I'm going to need help with to start giving back and, either plug and play with charities that exist already or create new charities. But I'm definitely on a mission, and that's one of my top priorities being here in Bali.
Perfect. So one shout out, would it be Morabito, or what are you shouting out?
Yeah, Morabito for
Morabito,
sure.
there you
That's
go.
what brought me here.
Shout out to Morabito. That's what he landed on. You get one more spin before the episode's end at
right.
the end. So no, we'll do it at the end. So your first spin,
I
you
want
got
to
shout out.
spin. I want to spin.
That's a big thing, isn't it?
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
Okay, so Ralf, we're gonna start with something we both have a fundamental agreement on, which is your network is your net worth, which I'm pretty sure what you've built yourself from and what you come with your network is one of your number one assets in this life. I would also agree with that, and that's something I find extremely key. How important is it to someone, let's say, that's 15, 16, 18 years old, who's starting to do their passion or trying to become someone in this life? How important is your network for someone like that? How important is it to go out and network yourself with important people or people who are doing change in this world?
Well, I think the most important thing that I would give advice about is like, you know, I'm kind of living proof of this whole situation. So, you know, I would say that, you know, like take your time, you know, like we all have a goal, we all want this, we all want that, but, you know, baby steps.
Yeah.
And just, you know, build the foundation, because as you build the foundation, you can never go below that foundation if you take your time and build the foundation. And, you know, the key is, you know, be nice to people, everybody. Don't judge people, whether they look like or this or that or they're fat or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, just be open to people, because you never know who they are, and that kindness comes back to you, and it's coming back to me like in 1,000,000 fold right now. Yeah,
exactly. What goes around comes around.
Yeah,
I believe in that. No matter what the background is, who they are, what they do, treat everyone with equal respect. Like, one thing my mom told me that sticks with me forever is everyone has something good about them and everyone has something bad about them. It could be the worst criminal in the world, it could be the best charity person in the world, but everyone has something bad going for them and everyone has something good going for them. You can always learn and take good from people.
Yeah.
So it's very important to treat everyone the same and be nice, like you just said. Rule number one, just be nice.
And just
even
listen.
if they're a dickhead to you or an asshole, as long as you're being nice, you're winning at the end of the day. You know, you're winning at the end of the day.
Yeah, and you know, it's like we're all learning. Like, that's like a big word for me when I'm talking to people. Like, we're learning. So you know, we make mistakes. We're learning, but like, you know, just I think the main kind of like, what's
aspect.
the word? Yeah, like this love. I think love kind of trumps everything, you know, definitely. And we're all learning, and, you know, have that conversation. You know, if a best friend said something to you, or a girlfriend or whatever, or business, just say, listen, you made me feel like this. And this is the way I feel, and have that conversation. And you might be wrong for feeling it or then, but if you approach it like that, you can have the conversation and then you move on.
Yeah, be open. Always talk what's on your head with your loved ones, definitely. Even if you're right or wrong, it's always good to talk about it and get it out.
We're always learning.
Yeah, that we're never gonna stop learning.
No, I don't care how old you are, man. We're learning.
And if you think you've learned everything on it, you're wrong.
Then you're a loser.
Yeah, the greatest minds in the world have never learned enough as well. Nikola Tesla, like, for example, before he died, he said, I have people look at me and see me as knowing everything and changing the world, but to me, I've only done this much to what I want to do.
Wow, amazing.
You know what I mean?
And, you know, another thing I say, we're sponges.
Oh, definitely.
Absorb.
Very good. Yes.
Like, you know, absorb, take your time, take it all in. You know, you might have these thoughts, this, that, but, you know, that's, you know, fake news too can manipulate your thoughts. Definitely. But, like, if you feel something, somebody, go to them, you talk to them, you clear it, you move on, and that's what moves you forward, because then you're clear of all the fucking bullshit, and you can focus on the real things in life.
Well said. So another key thing to me is, as well as your network, is traveling. So I'm so grateful, again, shout out to Mom, that to bring me traveling at such a young age and to go over 50 to 60 plus countries from such a young age is to me why I am the person I am today at such a young age, doing things I am, is to do with traveling. Because the more you travel, the more, I don't know, your mind opens, and the more beliefs you see, and the more cultures you see.
Learn.
You learn.
Learn, man.
You see how people are living in different countries. Exactly. It makes you have gratitude, which is number one for me. If you wake up in the morning, the first thing that should come in your head is gratitude.
Yeah.
Look around, say, fuck.
Yeah.
Number one, I'm in a bed. Thank you for that. Number two, I'm alive. Thank you for being that. Number three, like, the sun's out. Thank you for that. And once you start off your day with gratitude, trust me, because I've been having problems with it as well. Everyone does is waking up in that motivation factor, or just feeling a bit blue. Yeah. If you start your day or morning with gratitude, it's a very, very good thing. It helps you a lot. So that's another thing that I think is key, is to definitely start your day or morning with gratitude. But yeah, how important is traveling to you? Like, when you first migrated to Canada at a young age? Yeah. When did you start really traveling properly? I've known you've been around the world for sure. So.
Yeah, so it's like when I really started traveling was when I finished university and I went backpacking.
There you go.
With 3 girls, of course. Yeah, you know what
there
I mean?
You go.
Shocking. Yeah.
Smart move.
Yeah, smart move. Yeah. But like
tip number 3: when you go traveling, make sure it's with 3 girls.
Yeah. It worked well, but then you know what? It's like. They were like, you know, it got to a point where I was annoyed and I went on my own. That's when I went on my own.
You gotta start with the 3 girls to introduce you to more girls. Then you
exactly.
Move on.
There you go, exactly. But you know, that was good because that I went everywhere. So it was like 3 days here, 3 days there.
What was one of the first countries you went to when you left Canada?
I went to London and then...
Shout out to all the mandem in London.
London, what? So I just did all of Europe. So London, Amsterdam, Ibiza for sure, because I'm in hospitality. So like it was like, you know, a dream for me to go to Ibiza. And then Rome, and I did all the sites. I did all that when I was early on in life, like got it over with to do. But you know, now that I'm older, you know, when you go to these sites, it's so important to get a guide.
Oh yeah, definitely.
To bring you know,
show you the real culture.
Bro, I didn't have money back then, so I was just saving money to like party, you know, save up or buy a cool pair of shoes so I can bring home and be cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you know, that's
to impress the 3 girls.
So when I went back and I got a guide, I was just like, wow,
it's
man.
Different.
Yeah, you just open.
Definitely.
Yeah, you know, and then you just, you know, when you're young, you're like in a rush and you're just learning.
You see things completely different.
Absorbing,
it's completely different. I can really relate to that. Like when my mom brought me traveling, it would be all sightseeing, but for the good reasons. Getting a guide and doing all these key things that are part of history that is important to see in different countries. But then recently, when I graduated and I went on my Euro trip or my grad trip with my homies, it was a completely different story. You know,
party time.
Exactly. You know, it's completely different.
Yeah, and then you know, it's like, and then I just like I loved. Like you said about getting out there and learning and meeting people, you know, I love meeting people and talking to people. For you. Yeah, it's just but this is what I enjoy. Like you know, we're all, you know, I say we're all human computers that can all interact or Lego pieces or pieces of puzzles. You just gotta find where you can 100%. Connect and you just build and build and build. And you know, I think the issue is that people just, you know, we get wired a certain way and people are too selfish and they forget that we need each other to grow. And that's the most important thing, you know.
100%.
And then I started a hashtag Ralf on tour. Hashtag.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes. I never heard about this.
Go.
Hashtag Ralf on tour.
So go on.
Hey, it's coming back next year when we're going traveling.
So guys, if you want to see my travels, go to hashtag Ralf on tour and you can see. I'm gonna bring it back, but like
we'll bring it back. Trust me.
Yeah, like you know, it just I kind of like exhausted Ralf on tour. Sorry everyone if I like exhausted you with Ralf on tour, but I get it. But I'm bringing that shit back because that shit's cool.
You should, man.
Check out hashtag Ralf on tour and tell me what you think.
I like that, man. That's sick.
And then so for me it was about me working, and as I was working and started to make money, I always if I'll give you an example. If I made $100, I would put $20 for my future, $20 for clothes because I love clothes, and $20 for traveling, and the rest was my spending money.
Yeah.
And that's
I
the
do
way.
exactly the same thing. I
Yeah.
would go $80 saving or reinvesting. I go $20 to survive.
Yeah, whatever. Just
That's
as
what I
long,
do,
but
yeah.
always make sure that saving is
Exactly.
there, even if you're doing $5.
Doesn't matter. It's
5
even if
years
it's a
later,
dollar,
that's
even
your
if it's a
down
dollar.
payment for a condo.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Savings, one of the one things you're not taught in school. You're not taught about really anyone. But
Yeah,
it's
totally.
very important. You can go on YouTube. I'm sure there's lots of mentors. Watch your
Yeah,
phone.
yeah.
A lot of mentors on there that says saving money is actually one of the most important things.
Yeah.
Even like you said, if it's $5, $10,
Take
put
your
it.
time.
I would say, but if this was 5 years ago, put it in the S&P 500. But I guess that's not working anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, stick it in investing, put it into property eventually, or just save, put it in a safe, and one day go back to it. So your festival and nightclub portfolio, including international projects such as festivals in Mexico, BPM, Jamaica tomorrow, today,
Yes.
Mykonos, Greece Void, and
Yeah.
soon to come something between me and you in the future in Gilead, I think will be something very nice.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, But please go into detail on some of the amazing ventures and startups you have started,
So
basically.
basically, like, you know, I was a busboy.
Yep.
I'll tell you, like, no. Before that, I loved my birthday.
Yep.
So I would throw a birthday party for myself, and
coming
like,
up.
yeah, and
Hashtag Ralph's birthday.
You know, my mom reminded me about my, you know, grade 2 birthday party, and all the kids were jumping on couches. I'm like, things haven't changed. I'm
Yep.
still jumping on couches.
Yes, yeah. And it should never change,
Yeah,
by the way. The
this,
more
you
you
know-
live as a kid in that type of way, the longer you'll live.
Yeah,
Trust me.
100%. Look how good I look, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know. So anyways, yeah, birthday parties was important for me. I gathered it's as the years went on. It's just I connected with so many different types of people, you know. You're gay, you're a hoodlum, you're black, white, Asian, whatever music you were into, it didn't matter. For my birthday, everybody was one.
But it should be like that for eternity.
It
You know,
should
we're
be
all one.
the world.
At the end of the
should
day,
be
we're all
like that.
humans.
Yeah,
like that's
you know,
what it comes down to.
and
We both have 2 arms. We both have 2 eyes.
that's it.
We
And
all
it's
have a
about-
soul, like-
yeah, and it's about no judging, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's about the soul, you know, and
Exactly.
that's the thing. I can see in someone's eyes, and I can tell, you know, now I can tell whether they're a new soul, medium soul, or old soul after 5 minutes
Yeah.
with them. You know,
What am I?
So you're a medium soul.
I've got old soul a lot.
Yeah. You're a medium soul. You're a medium soul.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's nice to know. I've actually
Yeah.
was reading something while I watched it where
Yeah.
when someone passes away, there's a test. This is a fact where they weighed their bodies.
Yeah.
And the soul, you can actually weigh the difference of when the soul leaves the body 5 minutes after someone passes away.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact weight, but they
Yeah.
weighed the dead body.
Yeah.
And when they pass away, the soul was gone, so the body weighed less.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's just an indication.
Yeah, and you know, like even with our relationship, like, you know, we you know, it was love at first sight.
Yeah,
with you.
100%.
Like, it's just like yeah. That,
When you meet
old
someone
soul.
like, you know,
it's
exactly.
It's probably old souls that you know, I say it
100%.
rare, like where I say that, you know, I just say medium soul because, you know, I don't want it to get to your head and, you know, you think.
No,
you're
I've had
like-
old soul a lot. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't worry. I appreciate it though.
No, so what were we talking about?
Yeah. So basically, just
birthday
a nightclub,
parties.
your nightclub. Yeah, your birthday.
So
your
birthday
birthdays.
parties. So every year I threw a birthday party, and then university I threw a birthday party every year, and then these guys in university, Frank and Dave.
Frank and Dave, shout out to
Frank and Dave, bro, man, fuck, guys, man.
Frank and Dave, you made
it. Can't wait till you guys are here in Bali.
Airport's open, by the way, so if you want to come to
Yes.
Bali,
Yeah.
get over here.
Yeah, I can't wait for
Because
you to
trust me, if you're done with the system and you're done with the bullshit,
don't worry.
hop on over, have some fun.
Bro, I'm already on that
Yeah.
whole language.
Come
with
over, make
everybody.
some money, have some fun, make
Yeah,
memories,
exactly,
and Bali's
yeah.
the place to be.
Yeah.
So airport's open, come out.
Yeah, and then they just I invited them to my birthday, and they came, and then they were 2 years older than me at university, and then as soon as I graduated, they were opening up a bar called Mad Bar, right? So
Nice.
so right away they hired me full time.
Yeah, sweet.
They're like, we need this guy
Yeah,
full
it's a
time,
plug.
you know?
Need
Yeah,
the young ones to do
yeah,
it.
because it's not you know, it's like I had all genres of people and
had the
energy. It's
insight.
all about the energy.
Yeah.
It wasn't about anything. It's about good energy, and you know what? Nobody can fuck with good energy.
Yeah. No ego.
No.
As hard as it is to say, it's not easy to say. Everyone has ego, you like it or not. But
Yeah.
if you manage to just be aware at least of your ego,
Yeah. That's it.
Good start.
Yeah, and you know, like to go with the ego, like I have plenty of talks in the mirror to myself about my ego. And I think that's such a good, but it's such a good thing. Like, listen, no, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, don't get caught up in this. Don't get caught up. You got to check yourself. And really, it worked really well for me talking in the mirror and just, okay, I got this. And then boom. And then I go out into the real world, you know? Because we're so influenced with so much fucking bullshit.
Like you said about sponges, humans are sponges. I was watching a Mike Tyson podcast, and what he said was humans. Think about it. If the first human that was ever here, humans are only a reflection of what people are around them. Yeah. That's all human is. That's it. We only live because I see him doing that. I want to be like him. I see her doing this. I got to act like that. And we get caught up. So if we didn't have each other around us or people to influence us, what would a human be? We'd just be a piece of, just something walking around. Yeah, exactly, man. So it's very important to surround yourself with people who are doing good things as well. Yeah, that's why it's nice to just, have a conversation in the mirror. Take your time, have the conversation. Okay, am I doing anything wrong? Like, these are real, I have real talks with myself. No, I do as well. It's amazing, man. Yeah, like it helped me through these mine kind of goes like, how you doing, good looking today? No, I'm joking. That doesn't. So Mad Bar, and then I worked there, and then Busboy. When did Busboy come? Was Busboy before this Mad Bar? Sorry. So Busboy was Busboy. I worked at a place called 7 West in Toronto. Yeah, in Toronto. So. Man, I still need to come to Canada. So when I gone to university, I moved. Oh no, hold on a second. This is a good one. We're digging in deep. I know this is a good one. This is a good one. When I went on my Europe trip, I called my mom. And I said, "Hey, Mom, I need more money." No. I had a newspaper route. Nice. That's my first job. Sick. I woke up at 6 a.m. with my brother, and I delivered the Globe and Mail and the Toronto Star. Nice. So that was my first. That's such a hustle story as well, That's such a typical OG hustle story. Started off with the newspapers. Yeah, and then that's when you're getting your own money, like, and I understood that my mom was like. It helped. That's when it was the start of, okay, I'm making my own money. Okay, I can do whatever the fuck I want with my money. It's the best, you know what I mean? It's great. Once that taste almost of like blood of like financial freedom of like totally. And it's a fuel to just being able to do what you want, where you want, when you want. It's my money. I remember this very clearly. Like Michael Jackson. They had these Michael Jackson pins, and I wore the same shirt every day, but every day I put another Michael Jackson pin. And then I remember somebody saying to me, do you ever wash that shirt? And then I stopped doing the pins in Michael Jackson. Sometimes you just need somebody to tell you something and then to check you. Reroutes you, man. They check you. Thank you. I was in my bubble. I was in my zone. But it's crazy how one person can influence your life, and you can just go like that instead of going straight or instead of going. Thank you. Yeah, but that's why it's important to have those people, whether it's positive or negative, and then you take whatever you want out of that. Yeah, everything's a lesson to look at back. 100%. So then Dairy Queen and ice cream shop was my first job at 16. Yeah, I remember. I used to like. I remember that the cones was $3.75, so I would like not even punch it in. I would take their money and not punch it in, and then that money would go. I'd give them the exact change. Yes, fuck the corporate industry. Sorry, listen, guys, I'm sorry. Dairy Queen, the hustle was real, and I was trying to save as much money as possible. He needed them shoes and those Michael Jackson pins. Yeah, and then I remembered I took the bus all the time, the bus and the subway all the time, And then, I remember when I graduated from high school here in Bali. So I took a Euro trip. So I took 2 months off with my close homies, my close friends, and we went around Europe. So we did maybe 8 or 9 countries: Copenhagen, Amsterdam, Ibiza, Lisbon, Barcelona, London. So we did that for 2 months, and all my other friends left back to Bali. And what I said to myself was, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to London. I'm going to work. So because it's very easy to go and travel and do nothing and party for 2 months and just come back to Bali and just get lost in the sauce or not be that driven, So what I did was I went to London. I worked there for like maybe 5 to 6 months. I worked at Bubble Bros. Shout out to Bubble Bros. Shout out to Tom.
Bubble Bro.
Bubble Bros. So what Bubble Bros was it was a champagne van. So it was like a little tuk-tuk type thing, but it was modified to like pour house prosecco, house champagne. And it was in Vinegar Yard underneath the Shard in London.
Yeah.
I worked there, and it was really, really good. You know, it was meeting corporate people, but just, you know, it's important to put yourself in the system. So I would stay in the apartment with my homies, share a room, share a bed, and I would wake up, take the metro, take the tube, be in the system. I purposely did this.
Outside of your comfort zone.
Exactly. I purposely did this. I did this for 5 months, and I told myself, Kai, you don't want to be in the system. You don't want to do this. This is what it's like. You've tasted it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And once I did that, I was like, I've had enough now. It's getting cold here. I'm going back to Bali. And I went back to Bali, and I was still 18. I opened up my barber shop. I opened Gili Barber.
Okay.
And that's open in the Gili Islands, which is a barber shop, and it did very well. And then COVID came, and then boom, and then I rerouted my business and what I wanted to do. Great, but that was my first experience in the system. But I did it like purposely. You know, it's important to do that. Put yourself in places that will challenge you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because then you will learn and grow.
Yeah. Like when I was before I moved to downtown Toronto, I was working. Always worked different things. Like I was a baker once. Yeah. I worked at Mr. Lube, which changed the oil in the car. So it's like always like try different things.
Yeah, try everything.
Yeah, try everything, and then something's gonna click what you like. But you know, partying was always my thing. Yeah, and it's just like I just needed people around me because my energy. I just love to make people happy and just love when people are happy and around
creating
me.
That vibe.
Yeah, creating the vibe.
When you create that vibe on a night out, and you know it's because of you, and you look around, and you feel it.
Yeah, I'm so good at it.
You get goosebumps. Yeah, talking
of course.
About it.
I love it, man. I just want people to laugh, and that's why I enjoyed bus boying and waitering, because I wasn't go get the glasses.
Go talk
I
to him,
enjoyed
say,
it.
how are you doing today?
Yeah,
how's your day?
What's going on? Like, you know, like, so I always enjoyed anything I was doing. Like, I feel like I've been retired since I was born because I enjoyed everything. So don't listen. I understood I didn't want to do this forever, but like enjoy it
while you're doing it.
Yeah, figure it out. Like enjoy it. Make people laugh. That's the key.
There's always a way to implement your way.
Yeah, and then the energy, and then you can create a whole ball of energy with the staff just by your energy being happy and making jokes. And then momentum comes in. I bet you I can get more glasses this time than you can get more glasses. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And then that's where momentum comes. And once you get that momentum, then just workforce.
And then all of a sudden the night's over. You know, all of a sudden it's a year later and you're
I want more.
Yeah. So then where were we at? Yeah. So birthday parties, Mad Bar. And then Mad Bar, I worked full time there. Like I was just like basically
face of the place.
A manager, but I didn't have any responsibility. My responsibility was the mood director.
Fill it up.
Mood director. Yeah. That's it.
Like that.
Fill it up. Mood director. People come, host. You know, and that's why I love Frank and Dave. They really knew what my
unfair advantages were.
Yeah. Let Ralph do his thing. Yeah. This isn't. Let him be the guy and let him host. And because I had no ego ever, man. It's
That's
amazing.
the thing. Like you said, I remember our meeting the other day. You're like, for about the sound, it's like let that certain person do it. You know, you don't have to do everything.
Let the professionals do their job and learn from them. You know, and now you know from all these years. I know good sound when I hear when the sound is good at a club or the music's good. I don't notice it. That's when I know it's good because I can do my thing but when it's bad, then it's off. I can't do my vibe thing.
You're like, why is this happening?
My vibe's off. Like,
definitely.
Yeah, figure it out.
There's a lot of places in Bali that need to be G-checked.
Yeah. But me and you are on it.
We're on it. Big things coming. Stay tuned.
So then after Mad Bar, you know, this is like I was lucky because I never really was working for anybody. Like really like that since I was 22 years old after university. You know what I mean? And, you know, university, when I got my degree, I gave the degree to my mom.
Yeah, here your mama made you happy.
Yeah, because, you know, for coming a single mom, like, you know what? It's like, okay, she felt that she did her job and her son went to university and you know what I mean? Yeah, and that's why it was very important for me to get that degree for her so that she felt like she did the right job, being a single mom. And listen, great. I remember before university getting in, I was failing, and I ended up getting the most improvement award. I remember going on stage, grade 12, getting the most improvement. I feel you, man.
It's not really most improvement. It's when you put your mind to it.
Yeah,
it's
that's
when
what
you
I
really
mean.
care, then you started getting good. That was the same with me.
I'm a master of vibes, man. I can't help it. Like that's important for me. It's like I have such a what's the word, like people's emotions. I'm so like sentimental to.
I can relate to you very well.
Yeah.
I definitely know when if I meet someone for the first time in the first 5 seconds, I know I'm gonna do something with them. I know I'm gonna be their friend, or I know I'm never gonna talk to you ever again. I definitely know when someone's either angry, someone's either gonna do this or act this certain way, and I know how to maneuver them to what I want or what they want.
Yeah, amazing. Me
it's just
too.
I don't know what it is. I was born like
souls.
it. Yeah,
old souls
exactly.
know how to do that. We're looking ahead. We can help stop situations or help you know it, and we're doing it in the background. We don't need any pops up for it. We're just doing it so that the vibes
see the bigger picture.
So the vibes stay positive. That's why we're doing it. You know what I mean? And
we see the bigger picture.
Important. Yeah. So after Mad Bar, you know, I remember Charles Caboth, big influence on my life.
Charles was a king of Toronto, party life of Toronto or something.
Yeah. So, you know, Charles Caboth, I remember him like, okay, I did a party at his club, and then he was like, oh, you know, I want you to come work for me. And I said, I'm not ready yet. And it's very important for you not to be rushing to things. Yeah. You know, I wasn't ready for that yet. I had my little Mad Bar. I had the vibes going. I just wasn't ready yet. And then when I was ready, I said, Charles, okay, I'm ready. And then boom. And then I went to government. I was head of promotions there. Created I was always government. I was like, they had 2 floors. So like a VIP and things. So, you know, I headed up the VIP area. So as I got, I don't know, it was about 26 maybe, government. No, maybe even younger, maybe 25. Yeah. So, and then I was there maybe 4 years, but I learned a lot, you know. Charles is just like what a mentor, you know. He's like a father figure for me.
That's the next actually topic. What you said is mentorship. Yeah. Like how important is it in your life to have a mentor?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like someone like us with single mothers, you know, we don't have that father figure in your life, so it's very important to have a mentor.
Yeah, of course, and you know, and you know, right away, you're my dad, you know, don't fuck with me, like, you know what I mean? Exactly. I'm learning from you, like, be open with how you feel about things or anything. Like I'm such an open book, maybe too open sometimes. Yeah. But you know, it's okay because people are so closed that I can help open them a little bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I worked there for a while, just like built, you know, and that's where I was going to Miami Music Conference. And, you know, when I was doing my birthday parties, my brother, you know, introduced me to, you know, before house music, it was like,
what was it? You need
man, what was the like just not rock. Fuck, I can't even think of them.
Punk rocks. No.
Like punk rock, man, say some names.
Hey man, I'm the one who's 20 here.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Queen,
come back
maybe,
to me.
I don't know.
I'm gonna come back to that.
Yeah, no worries, no stress.
Anyways, and then he introduced me to house music.
So Charles Caboth, Toronto's king of nightclubs, is his nickname, no?
Yeah, nice. His nickname,
so to have someone like that approach you is very good. It's a milestone.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, of course, and that's where you know you learn. That's where the sponge comes in. Yeah. You learn, but you know what?
You watch and you observe. Yeah, he does this in this way. He knows.
You know,
he talks to people like this.
Charles,
like this.
He's a perfectionist. He does everything so well, and I learned quality first and thing. But Charles is operations. And I'm the vibes guy. Exactly. That's why it was a perfect.
You need to work with people who don't do what you do.
Exactly. And that's where I learned from Charles. I was, and that Miami Music Conference. That's when I started to get in touch with all the DJs. Like Danny Tenaglia, my favorite DJ at all time. oh my God, my dream is to book Danny Tenaglia. And you know what? I brought him to Toronto.
Wow.
And I booked him at
Where's
the
he from?
government. From New York.
New York, sick.
Yeah, Danny Tenaglia. Wow.
Coming
Man,
to
he brought
Morabito
me.
soon.
Yes, Danny, you're coming, bro. You're coming. Get ready.
Yeah.
So he really, really had an impact on my feeling
Definitely.
towards music and how the music can take you on a journey and how it really
Music's the only free drug we have.
man.
Music can be a religion, in my opinion.
Yeah, music with the vibe, and it's therapeutic.
Yep.
And that's
I listen to music.
yeah.
I wake up, I'm in the shower, I'm listening to music. I'm on the bike, I'm listening to music. I promise you now, if you took music away from my life, it would be like cutting off both my legs.
Yeah, you know what? I don't listen to music.
Oh, really?
Only, but I guess because I've been in nightclubs all my life.
True.
That it's like when
You're over it.
I just yeah.
Yeah.
But I need somebody to do it for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe as I get older, I'd like to maybe start experimenting, making music.
Yeah. Definitely, that's something I want to get into as well. Just because people have told me who are in the industry already, you have a good taste for music, you have a good ear for music. So like you said, do as many things as you can. Develop your arsenal.
Let's do it. Me and you, let's do it.
Hashtag Ralf and Kai on tour.
But let's there's studios here in Bali. Let's try it out. And
we know everyone.
I always hum. I'm a hummer. I never know the lyrics to songs.
I always know what's coming. When something starts, they mix. I'm like, this song's coming.
Yeah,
I'll tell my friends on the
totally.
dance floor, they're like, what are you saying? And they'll be like, oh, wait, what?
But I still wouldn't know the lyrics. I just hum. And then when I know the lyrics,
I do
people
I do
know.
the little...
people.
I was at a party on Friday, I was doing the little... Okay. So.
Yeah, so then I was at government, and then, I brought Danny Tenaglia. It was my first party, and then that's when I remember making a good chunk of money. It was my party, and I made money. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The feeling's so good.
Yeah. Wow, but it's just
cash money, baby.
Yeah, and it's just, wow, I just saved it, and then I remember I was in Toronto about that time, and I was in Yorkville, which is the posh area of Toronto, and I walked into sales center, and the girl said to me, I just said, I always wanted to live here. And I don't know, I guess she got a liking to me, and I just said, it was a two loft building, but they had 3 units that were just single lofts, right? And I said, I really want to live here. I don't know, it's just the energy, And I said, I only have $5,000. I only had $5,000 to my name. And I was just honest with her. And she's like, hold on, let me show you this unit. So she showed me this unit. I think I was 24, 25. And I said, I only have 5,000. I don't know, because you have to put 15
deposits,
I don't know.
and all this.
Anyway, she said, hold on a second. She went and made a phone call, and she came back.
There's always a way.
She said, all you have to put is $5,000 down.
Yeah.
And I bought that condo.
Nice.
And then,
$5,000.
Wow. Yeah.
That's the thing for me. That's the gateway and the bridgeway to making real money. Once you start developing a little taste of money, property.
Don't get the car. You
don't get your car. Home. Don't put it in the bank.
No.
Get fucking property. Make lofts. Do apartments. Make it a reoccurring asset.
Yeah.
Get property.
And, bro,
by the time age I'm 25, I'm gonna own property.
Yeah.
Multiple properties. Yeah. That's one of my fundamental goals.
It was pre-construction, so I think it ended up being built 5 years later. But I had 5 years to save. And in that 5 years, all I was thinking was to save as much money, and I ended up saving enough to pay for half of the condo.
Nice.
Yeah. And and it made me ask.
Yeah, ask.
You never know what happens.
Exactly. There's always a way in this life.
Man, just
if you want
ask,
something,
you never know. If I didn't ask and say, all I have is 5,000, you think that's enough? Then I wouldn't have had that condo.
Probably 95 or 85% of people would just be like, I can't ask. I'm embarrassed to ask. I don't have enough money.
No, man.
And they would never have gotten it.
You go till the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But do it tastefully and
respectfully.
Classy, and don't annoy.
Yeah.
Do it enough, because
Make
you
other
can feel
person
the
feel
energy.
important.
When you feel the energy of them, you can see their facial thing, then you know to back off.
Yeah.
That's it.
Make the other person feel like
Bro,
they're above you.
And I
Make the
learned
other
that-
person feel like
yeah.
they're in control.
Yeah,
Make the other
learn-
person feel like, you know, that's it.
Yeah.
The Mastery, 48 Laws of Power. Read that book.
Oh,
Trust
wow,
me.
really?
It teaches you everything on this.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
It's the
great.
greatest book.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Man,
so
yeah,
Go
I
on,
gotta
go on,
start
go on.
reading again.
yeah.
You know
I'll chuck
what?
you some
After-
books, man.
No,
I got a
after
couple books.
university, like that was the last time I read. I just read.
He was over it. He was like,
Yeah.
making you
I
proud,
just,
mom.
no, I just finally read. What's it called? Shit! It's such a good book. Yeah,
I've been there before, don't worry.
Untethered Soul.
No.
Can you Google it quick or on your
Untethered
computer?
Soul?
No? Untethered Soul or whatever. Anyways,
Something along those
they'll
lines.
know. Yeah,
Okay.
it's an author, but everything he said was exactly how I lived my life. It's like, just don't force things. Things are gonna happen. Let the flow just happen and just move elegantly and
Take
just
it easy.
open, you know. And then I remember somebody telling me, you know, life's like a subway. You know, it comes in, the doors open, and you got to go in.
Yeah.
And then it goes, but it keeps doing that.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
just know
Take
when
the
to
right
do
advantage.
it. Yeah,
Don't walk in when the door
yeah,
shuts
but
in
know
your
when
face.
to. Yeah, but know when to go in. Like don't be afraid to go in and go for the ride
a
and
good
let
analogy.
it. Yeah,
It's a good analogy.
yeah.
Okay.
So then, quickly, then after government, that's when I went on my own. I said, "Hey, Charles, I need more money. I think I was getting $500 a week."
Yeah.
And you know,
You
I
had
used
your
to go
connects.
and to the prop house, get props, decorate myself. I used to do everything myself because I loved it
Yeah.
for
your
the
passion.
people's experience. Yeah, wanted people to experience, you know. And that's when I started my own company with Zark.
Nice.
Zark Fatah, which is we started ZRF, Zark, Ralph and Friends.
I like that.
yeah.
Out of all the projects you've had in your portfolio, like BPM Festival, like your club Void, etc. What would you say is your baby out of everything that you're the most proud of?
Man, everything.
Not one stands out to you, or
No,
you're like,
because everything led to more things.
they all
and
led to each other.
They all led to each other and they all intertwined with each other. So, you know, ZRF was my first promotion company. And you know, when I say, you know, I never worked for anybody, what I did is we went to the club and we said, we take the door, you take the bar.
Yeah.
So I paid for the DJs, I paid for the door girl. At the end of the night, boom, we leave, take our money, and that's it. And then see you next week.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's how we built our promotion company. So we had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then, you know, there were older people like saying, "Hey, Ralph, I have some money. Let's open a club. Let's open a club. But I was like, always like, why am I going to open a club and you're going to have a percentage of this club?
everything.
Like, like I was always like,
I'll
no,
do it
my
myself.
time, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
Just wait. I don't have to tell people I own a club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I owned the promotion company that was doing the
Everything
best
for the
parties
club.
at the club. You
Yeah,
know what I
exactly.
mean? So, you know, that's where the ego comes in. Like, you know, do things that make you feel good for your ego so you don't have to think about the nonsense, I think. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
What is the biggest risk you've taken so far in your life?
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Shit. Man, you know what? I think Bali, moving to Bali one way.
Nice.
Fuck, I packed 9 bags.
9 bags.
9 bags, 2 dogs. Yeah, and it's like, wow, it was like, but I just felt the energy.
Best decision.
You know? Yeah, so Teddy, you know, Teddy, I
Shout
met.
out to Teddy.
Teddy. Thank you, Teddy. Yeah, so Teddy, Morabito. So Teddy met me in Mykonos.
Yeah, he was working there before, no?
Yeah, he does concierge there. And then you know, we're both from Lebanon. So
Nice.
right away we click, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, he saw what I did from Void, from bringing it from nothing to like this amazing club.
Yeah, I actually saw some
and
pictures of that.
international talent.
Fuck, it looked like an amazing venue,
you know,
man.
yeah. And
I
then,
never knew about that, and I actually did a little research. It looked sick. The inside of the
you
club
know,
was really nice.
Yeah, and you know, it's when I made the deal, it was a handshake.
Yeah.
Like no lawyers, no thing.
You don't need that in the other days. Don't get the corporations involved.
No,
man.
but that's what I mean. If you feel it, just like make the, you know, that's what's lost now. It's not that what's lost is all this structure. But like for me, like, and if I get fucked or whatever, like learn. You know what, you learn. But I felt like it's their loss.
Yeah,
because they're not coming for the ride on my fucking train.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
You know what I mean? And yeah, and then Teddy said, Ralph, hey, I have this project in Bali, Morabito, you know, and I just felt it, and you know, he needed some money, and I just sent him the money.
Nice.
Without even anything.
Yeah.
It just, I felt like I trusted him. I felt it. And then I came, and when I walked into Morabito, the goosebumps.
You were like, yes, yeah, bingo.
Man, yeah, it's crazy.
Nice,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
Moving on to something I really find intriguing of what you've done is the Marafiki Safari. Did I say it right?
Yeah, Marafiki Safari.
And that's in Kenya, if I'm not mistaken.
Kenya, yeah.
Nice. So you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so, you know, it's as I started, like, evolving, so everything kind of happened after Void, where, you know, I remember one day sitting at Void at 4 a.m. and I'm like, man, I was about 46, 47, like whatever. And I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Because, you know, opened at 2 till 8 a.m. and my energy.
And you're going to get stuck in the cycle of fucking.
Yeah, it's just like, I felt like I was done with this. And, you know, for me, it was important for me, for my ego to evolve.
Yeah.
And not, oh, Ralph's just doing this, but you know, then that's what pushed me. My ego's good. Because it helps, that talk in the mirror, it helps push you to get to the next level. And remember that we're always evolving.
Yeah.
Don't stay still or else you're bored.
Exactly. You're always learning and evolving.
Yeah, you're bored, and then you're like grumpy, and then you cheat on your girlfriend or wife, or you know what I mean? That's what I mean. You gotta keep yourself like energy going. So the Marafiki Safari really, you know, comes from another huge mentor, Guy La Liberté, from Cirque du Soleil.
Shout out.
So you know, he's like, wow, what a mentor that guy is. So Charles, you know, Guy La Liberté.
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, and you know, he's so giving. He used to do Formula One parties at his house in Canada, Montreal. And you go there, and I would get there Sunday and leave Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, but and you everything. You know, I remember trying to tip the bartender, like, no.
Yeah.
So everything was taken care of. And that's what I learned, like, wow, you know what, this is what I want to do.
We're going to get to that level. Yeah.
I don't want anybody to pay for anything.
Make
I want
everyone
to give.
happy.
Yeah, and that's it. And he did, like, you know, Cirque du Soleil. So you were always
fucking great experience.
Yeah, and you know, and
a little bit of mushrooms, go with Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, and just like, wow, what an impact he had. And I remember, I'll show you the email I sent. I have goosebumps talking about this. I still have it saved. I have a Guy La Liberté folder.
Nice. You should get it framed, bro.
Yeah.
Get your house built. When the house is built, get it framed on the wall.
I actually have a call with him tomorrow, 8 a.m.
Nice.
Yeah, wow, good.
Tell him he'll be previewed on the Kaizai podcast.
Yeah, you know, just yeah, exactly. I can't wait. Yeah, he'll love it. Yeah, he'll love it.
Shout out.
So you know, Guy, you know, it's Guy. You know, the thing with mentors like that, you know, they're around so many people, and I didn't want to be that guy.
Yeah,
like, you
was
know
following
what I mean?
him around.
Yeah, because I'm sure like people. When you're in that position, people want something from you, you know? And so I sent him, I don't know what happened, man. I was at home and I just sent him this email. Hey, Guy. And I just was so emotional. You know, it's just like something like, you know, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for the things that you do to everybody. And just like open, I hope that we can work together one day. And just like really
shoot
open.
Your shot, man.
Yeah, that's
Shoot
it. And
shot.
then at the end, I just said, listen, I'm just writing this so I don't regret not writing it. And that just released it for me, for him. And then, I don't know, his assistant said, okay, contacted me, and then we got on a Skype call, and then all of a sudden I was in his world, you know. He took me on these boat trips, these experiences with Guy, where he took care of, like, you know, 40 people on these amazing boat trips to Palau.
Yeah.
Went to Palau.
Nice.
That's the first time I came to Bali.
yeah.
On my way to Palau, I came to Bali for one night.
Yeah.
Partied and then went to Palau.
Yeah. Nice.
And then on my way, I was like, "Oh yeah, Bali's cool." Yeah, you know, because I felt the energy.
Bali,
right?
man,
Yeah.
with certain people will either take you in and make you live and experience and do the best things you possibly can do with your life and change your life forever, or it will take you and spit you out because you don't belong here.
Yeah.
That's how amazing and powerful this island is. It's called the Island of Gods for a reason. You know,
that's what people told me. Like, listen, Bali will accept you or not accept you based on. But listen, whoever's coming to Bali, if you're coming to live here, you really need to be open. Like,
and
this
respectful is number one.
Yeah, respectful.
If you come to Bali, respect locals is number one.
They're
the most beautiful, kind, humble human beings you'll ever meet. You know, you come to Bali, I just see dickheads. I don't like to use this language, but people who treat them like nothing, and they still will treat you with respect.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and they don't have time for dickheads. They'll be like, yeah, whatever, bro. Like, I don't even need anything from. But you know what? My mission is to protect Bali from those fucking dickheads. Yeah,
straight up.
So I can't wait.
Thank you. Join the team, man.
I can't wait for you dickheads to come in here because I'm going to check you guys. Me and Kai are going to check you guys so bad.
You're getting
in a nice
G-checked.
way. So you learn.
Kindness.
So you learn.
Yeah, exactly.
So you learn, you know.
Okay, Ralf, another quick question. We got to move swiftly here.
Yeah,
we got a time bracket.
Okay, cool.
We could talk for hours. I wish we could as well. But okay, quick thing. What makes a brilliant party? Give me 3 to 5 points.
A brilliant party makes
what makes a brilliant party?
The team that you have,
women.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, women, of course. Free. You know, I always let the girls in free.
Ratio.
Get them drinks. Yeah, promoting 101.
Ratio.
Yeah, ratio. And you have a packed club. Easy, man. Yeah, easy.
Any other points?
Yeah, just have a good team around you that has good energy, because that ball of energy nobody can fuck with.
Nice. Yeah. What would you say is the best party you've ever been to in your life so far?
Everything that Guy La Liberté does.
Nice. Sweet. Good shout out. You're on Skype call.
Yeah.
If you could throw a party anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Wow. Man, I'm doing it. Like, you know what? Guys, if you don't have any New Year's plans, I would suggest you come to Bali to answer Kai's question.
There you go. New Year's Bali, New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a very good.
And then what I'm doing for next year's my 50th. So I'm bringing back Ralf on Tour.
Ralf on Tour, hashtag it.
It starts in Bali, Kenya.
Wow.
Brazil.
Wow.
Ibiza.
Wow.
Mykonos.
Wow.
Burning Man. Toronto. And hopefully, Guy, I can finish on your island in Tahiti, Nukapiti. Nukapiti. Yeah.
I'll be there with you, Ralf.
Yeah,
I'll be your right hand man, man. You need someone like me, trust. Okay, sweet. Quick question. What's your thoughts on cryptocurrency, and are you engaged and involved in it?
Man, I knew nothing of this, and Bali just introduced me to cryptocurrency. Like, it is the future.
Yep,
I think it
definitely.
empowers the poor, empowers people that don't have money, empowers women, and just empowers people to have a better chance of making it.
Yeah, and succeeding.
Yeah, exactly.
It's another gateway to freedom.
Yeah, and I'm telling you guys, this, you know what? Just invest $100 or $5,000,
like we're talking about,
just
with
start
half
learning.
of your salary, invest it.
Start learning about crypto. Crypto.
No financial advice. Buy some Ethereum and Polkadot. By the way.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you could give 3 pieces of advice to your 18-year-old self, what would it be?
Wow. Be kind.
Be kind.
Be humble. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it.
Great. I love those. Really good ones. So, last wheel spin, Ralph.
Yes.
And then we're going to move on to the quick question fire round, and we're going to wrap up the episode. So, let's see what he's going to win here.
Whoa, drum roll, please.
Here we go.
Wow,
Okay, move left out of the...
17. 17.
Let's see what it lands on.
Is there a 17 number there? Imagine it lands on 17.
Oh.
Damn.
21.
Oh, 21.
You got the same one, bro.
Whoa, again? Damn.
I'm gonna spin it for you again.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. What are
Yeah,
the odds of that? Alright, ready? I'm gonna one more spin.
Okay.
The same one twice, man.
Shit. Watch it
That's
come
all
3
you do.
times.
Number 3. So you won yourself another Kaizai lighter.
Whoa! No way! I'm trying
There
to
you go,
quit
man.
smoking, man. Damn.
Hey, you don't know what they'll be worth in 5 years. Trust me.
You
Okay, so
too.
you guys, I'll give you a Kaizai lighter after this. Well done on that. So that's a wheel done. So you spin it twice per episode. It didn't land on any charities this time, but in the next episode, hopefully it does. Thank you, Ralph, for that. So quick question fire round before we wrap up the amazing episode, Ralphie. If you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
I wish that everybody thought like me in Kaizai's.
Boom. Great answer. What's the most beautiful place you've ever visited?
Lebanon.
Nice. What talent would you want to possess if you could?
Making the whole world smile.
Smile more, everyone. Smile more.
It's not that
When you're on the
difficult.
bike, when you're going for a walk, you see that stranger. I know 99% of the time you just act cool. Smile at them. You know,
Simple.
Just give them a smile.
Even
It's not
when
gonna
you're-
hurt you. Give them a nice smile.
Yeah, even when you go to buy something at the store, your coffee, like say how you
Say
doing.
thank you. Smile. Ask them how they are.
Smile.
Exactly.
It goes a long way for that person.
What would you do if you had $10 million right now?
I would
First thing.
I would just start creating projects that are gonna make the world a better place.
Nice. By the way, shout out if you wanna with things like that, because me and you are very intertwined with charity. Shout out to Malati. You should watch her new video. It's something where she filmed. She went to Lebanon. She went to Syria. She went to Rio. She went to a place in Africa, and she's visiting all these individual young change makers who are changing the world. Some are rescuing refugees on lifeboats. Some are
amazing.
feeding families in Africa. Like that movie, I forgot the name, but
Yeah, wow.
it's. I'll put the link in the description. I watched the premiere last
great.
night. Oh
Yeah.
my god, it's amazing.
Oh,
So
great.
shout out to Malati. Keep doing you. You're changing the world. One place to visit before you die.
One place to visit before I die. Wow. Oof, man. That's like, man, I don't know. Like, yeah. I'm going to go everywhere before I die.
Nice. Good
Yeah.
answer. Nowhere, everywhere. I'm gonna be everywhere.
Yeah, like-
Ralph on tour.
Ralph on tour. Yeah. I ain't stopping.
One thing you need to do before you die. That's compulsory. You need to achieve this before you die.
Make sure that I put the projects in place that are going to help make the world a better place.
Nice. One thing you do daily.
Be thankful.
One thing you do weekly.
Party.
Good answer. One thing you always wanted to learn.
Languages.
Yeah, that's the one thing I did not fulfill when my mom told me every day. So that's something I
Yeah,
did
well,
wrong.
my mom's a French immersion teacher, and she's
Okay.
always like, "You'll regret it one day."
Same.
I regret
I
it.
regret my not paying attention in Spanish class for all the beautiful Spanish women I can't speak to. But on that note, it's an hour mark. Ralph, thank you so much, man. Thank you for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure. Shout out to Genesis Studio, the creative hub of Bali. If you want to film a podcast, if you want to make music, if you want to paint, if you want to do photography, be sure to check them out. Their link will be in the description. Shout out to Genesis Studio. A last shout out to our sponsors, Kura Kura Beer, Mason Chocolates, Bobby Bagos. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate you guys. Kaizai for 10% off all purchases. All links will be in the description. Check us out on Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at Kaizai. It's been a pleasure, guys. It's double digits, baby. We made it. Episode number 10 of the Kaizai podcast, and we will be back soon. Mr. Ralph, thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Booyah!
Boom.